Good morning, children. We have done the basics of organic chemistry. Let us start with the B part today, that is alkanes. What are alkanes? This you know that they are the saturated hydrocarbons in which all the bonds between carbon are single covalent bond. So single covalent bond compounds, hydrocarbons, they are called alkanes. They are also called paraffins. Why they are called paraffins? Para means little, affin means affinity, which are having little affinity, means they are at ordinary temperature. These alkanes are almost unreactive compounds. Now we'll discuss methane and ethane in this part. This is the structure of methane. This you have done in your chemical bonding also. Four electrons of carbon, outermost shell electrons, and they shared the 4 electrons with the hydrogen, and the structure is 4 single covalent bonds. Actual structure is tetrahedron. This is the tetrahedron structure. All the 4 vertices, they are having hydrogen, carbon is there in the center, and the bond angle, that is 109.5. So this is introduction. This you already know. Let us now do the lab preparation of methane. This is also called marsh gas. So what are the reactants required? That is sodium acetate and soda lime. Now what is soda lime? Soda lime, that is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. This is soda lime. Sodium acetate, that is also called sodium ethonate. So what is sodium acetate? COO, CH3, COO, Na plus NaOH from the soda lime. Temperature is given 300 degrees Celsius, and CaO, that act as a catalyst to speed up the rate of reaction. What will happen? This H will join with the CH3 and this will form CH4 plus Na2CO3. So H make the bond with CH3. What is left? Na2CO3. So this is the reaction for the lab preparation of methane. Now how methane is collected? Collection of methane by downward displacement of water, because it is almost insoluble in water. It is not collected over air because it is lighter than air, and this reaction is very, very important, and this reaction is called decarboxylation reaction. This is called decarboxylation reaction. What is decarboxylation reaction? As in the reaction, carbon dioxide molecule is removed. Carbon dioxide molecule is removed from the carboxylic acid. So that is why this is called decarboxylation reaction. Next, as I told you that in homologous series, I told you that wherever, if we know the method of preparation of one of the compound of the series, we can make the other compounds. Let us do the lab preparation of ethane. Collection, everything, procedure is the same, but what is required? Reactants required, that is sodium propionate plus soda lime. What is sodium propionate? C2H5COONA. As this is having 3 carbon into it, so this is sodium propionate. Plus NaOH, CaO, 300 degrees Celsius temperature, and this H that will combine with the C2H5, that is C2H6 plus Na2CO3. So what is this formed? This is ethane. So this way we can make the whole series of compounds. So this is the reaction for the lab preparation of ethane. Collection is same, procedure is same. Now these are the methods for the lab preparation. Let us do some more methods for the preparation of general methods. For the preparation of methane and ethane. General methods for the preparation of methane and ethane. First method, that is from methyl iodide or ethyl iodide and ethyl iodide. So what is methyl iodide? This is methyl iodide, and if we put nascent hydrogen into it, nascent hydrogen, that is freshly generated hydrogen, which is there in the atomic form, and it is more reactive than the molecular form. So this nascent hydrogen that take place the here, and hydrogen iodide is formed as a secondary product. So this is the methane formed. Same way we can do with the ethyl iodide. Plus nascent hydrogen, and that will give ethane plus hydrogen iodide. So this is the method of preparation of methane and ethane from methyl iodide and ethyl iodide, and methane plus nascent hydrogen is put into it and methane is formed. Sorry, this is methyl iodide plus nascent hydrogen, then methane is formed. Next preparation by the action of water on calcium aluminium carbide. Second method, by the action of water on aluminium carbide. Aluminium carbide, that is Al4C3. This is aluminium carbide plus water, and this is inorganic compound. Plus water, this will form aluminium hydroxide plus methane. Balancing is required. So this is methane formed using inorganic compound. Third method, that is from preparation of ethane from alkyl halides. Alkyl halides, and this reaction is called Wurtz reaction. This is on the name of the scientist, that is Wurtz reaction. And here we have to take alkyl halide, that is CH3I. This is methyl iodide plus sodium plus one more molecule of methyl iodide, and this part of the reaction that will separate out. What is left, that is, and reaction takes place in the presence of dry ether, and what is left, that is C2H6 plus 2NaI. So what is this reaction? Methyl iodide, we can write like this also, 2CH3I plus Na in the presence of dry ether, that will give C2H6 plus 2NaI. This I gave you just to understand the reaction. Methyl iodide plus sodium, then again one molecule of methyl iodide in the presence of dry ether, as this part will separate out and this will become ethane plus sodium iodide. Ethane. And this reaction is having that special feature, we can make the alkanes with the even number of carbon into it with this method. Only the alkanes with the even number of carbons. If we make the next one, then C2H5I plus Na, then IC2H5 in the presence of dry ether, separate out this part, this will form C4H10 plus 2NaI. So this method is used to prepare the alkanes with the even number of carbon into it. We cannot make the alkanes with the odd number of carbon. We cannot make the C3H8. We cannot make C5H12. These are having odd number of carbon into it. So this method is having this weak point. So these are the methods for the preparation of methane and ethane. Let us do the chemical properties. Chemical properties of methane and ethane. Because methane and ethane, they are saturated hydrocarbons, so they will give the special type of reaction that I gave you earlier also, that is the substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. First one is reaction with halogens. Reaction with halogens. Methane plus halogen, that is chlorine, and reaction takes place in diffused sunlight and this will form CH3Cl plus HCl. This CH3Cl, this is called chloromethane or methyl chloride. Now this CH3Cl, again put chlorine into it in the presence of diffuse sunlight, and this will form CH2Cl2 plus HCl. This is called dichloromethane. Then again take CH2Cl2 plus Cl2 in the presence of diffuse sunlight. This is CHCl3 plus HCl. This is trichloromethane, or this is also called commonly chloroform. Now the fourth reaction will take this CHCl3 plus Cl2, and in the presence of diffuse sunlight, this will form CCl4 plus HCl, and this CCl4 is called tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride. So these four reactions, they are there in the series, so they are called chain reactions. Try to understand. Methane plus chlorine, these are called substitution reaction. Actually they are displacement, that one hydrogen is displaced and Cl has taken the place of that hydrogen, that is CH3Cl. What is left? That is HCl. Now we have taken CH3Cl plus again Cl2, then again replace one hydrogen, that will become CH2 and Cl2 plus HCl. Then CH2Cl2, that is dichloromethane plus chlorine, and again replace one hydrogen, that will become CHCl3 plus HCl. Then CHCl3, that is trichloromethane plus chlorine, that will form, again the last hydrogen is replaced, that will form CCl4 plus HCl, that is tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. So this is the substitution reaction. Substitution reaction, first is reaction with halogens. Let us do one more, that is reaction with halogens. Now we will take ethane. Ethane plus Cl2, and in the presence of diffuse sunlight, that will give C2H5Cl plus HCl, and this C2H5Cl, that this is called chloroethane. Now take this chloroethane plus Cl2 in the presence of diffuse sunlight, C2H4Cl2 plus HCl. This is dichloroethane, and this C2H4Cl2 plus chlorine, C2H3Cl3 plus HCl. This is trichloroethane, C2H3Cl3 plus Cl2, C2H2Cl4 plus HCl. This is tetrachloroethane. Now C2H2Cl4 plus Cl2, C2HCl5 plus HCl. This is pentachloroethane. Last one is C2HCl5 plus HCl plus Cl2. In the presence of diffuse sunlight, this will give C2Cl6 plus HCl, and this is the last product. This is called hexachloroethane. So all the hydrogen is removed. These are 6 steps with their IUPAC naming. I hope that this is clear to you. Next is combustion reaction. Combustion means burning. So there are 3 types of combustion, that is complete combustion, incomplete combustion, and again incomplete combustion. Complete combustion means that takes place in sufficient oxygen, and incomplete combustion takes place in limited oxygen, and this incomplete combustion takes place in very less oxygen, and the products are different. When methane combines with the oxygen and when complete combustion is there, means sufficient oxygen, then the product is CH4 plus O2, that will give CO2 plus water vapors. That is giving CO2 plus water vapors. मतलब product is carbon dioxide plus water, and when limited oxygen is there, CH4 plus O2, and this gives CO plus water vapors. And in the limited oxygen, carbon monoxide is formed. Carbon monoxide plus water is formed. And when very limited oxygen is there, then CH4 plus O2, that will give C plus H2O. C is soot here. What is soot? Soot is unburnt carbon particles. Unburnt. What is soot? That is unburnt carbon particles. That is called soot. So three different types of combustion is there. One is complete combustion, which takes place in the sufficient oxygen. Then incomplete combustion takes place in limited oxygen, and then incomplete combustion, that is with the very less oxygen. And products are, when the complete combustion is there, then the carbon dioxide and water vapors is formed. When incomplete combustion is there, then the carbon monoxide and water is formed, and when very less oxygen is there, then the soot is formed along with the water vapors. Thank you.